Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics and Non-Classics. This is episode number 630. I get the quick number here. 633 and Doubleshot number 537. Two Teen Titans trades. First, from the fourth volume of the series, and this was the last trade released for it, though I do have one more trade left to review for this particular volume. That's Teen Titans Volume 5, The Trial of Kid Flash. This book contains issues 24 to 30 of Teen Titans Volume 4 and Annuals 2 and 3. Annual number 2 picks up right where the Teen Titans were last seen in February, where they all got scattered throughout time, and eventually they met up again in the future. Oh yeah, and the whole thing with the trial Kid Flash, yeah, it's revealed in here, and this is of course not a very popular record of his origin story, that apparently he's not Bart Allen. Nope, he is actually some murderer from the future who has his name Sierra, and he was a murderer, he was revolutionary, and his real name is Bart Tor. Oh yeah, and also the woman here, I think her name is I'm trying to think, what was her name here? It's her. Yeah, this woman right here. Yeah, the woman who's in love with Kid Flash. Yeah. Despite finding out about his murderous past, she still loves him. So she wants to stay in the future with him, and then she just kills a judge so she can go to prison with him, and that's the last time she's seen. And then they go to the present and run into Skidder again, first time since the culling. Oh yeah, and here's something interesting about Skidder. It's revealed that Skidder is actually the daughter of Amanda Waller. Not kidding, she really is. Though I love when she's not in her Skidder attire. Yeah, if I'm looking for, I thought she was Power Girl. Yes, I thought she was second Power Girl. And of course, they fight off against Harvest, which is interesting, though they have a rematch with Harvest. Oh yeah, and Artemis, despite being killed off in the culling, yeah, she's actually fine. She didn't die at all, despite being stabbed in the opening part of the culling. Yep. The storyline here is just okay. It's not terrible, but the red kind of Kid Flash, this version of Kid Flash is not being brought out, and that's interesting. Oh yeah, and by the way, not the last time we see Bart Tor, because he's going to be seen right in the next trade, which I'll talk about next. I'm going to give this one roughly a 8.75 out of 10. Next up is, Teen Titans Volume 2, Rogue Targets. Oh yeah, almost forgot. The writing for this thing. I almost forgot the creative team for this one. Okay. Right, the writer of all these issues is Scott Lobdell, and here are the artists. Tyler Kirkham, Scott McDaniel, Angel Zuna, Keith Rockford, who actually does the Sideway series currently, R.B. Silva, Tom Correct, Art Tybert, Dan Green, Vincent Colifrus, Barry Kitson, Scott Kalunas, Jesus Morano, and Scott Hanna. Yeah, and get this, Bedproof only does the cover art in here. He's him along with Norm Rampin, who I think is supposed to be probably one of the inkers, and Andrew Dahlhaus, basically, the Dale House, does the cover art in here. Yeah. This one collects Teen Titans Volume 5, issues 8 to 13, the annual, and a sneak preview from one of the Convergence issues. The Korean team for this book is a bit head-scratching. Okay, we have Will Pfeiffer, who does all the issues, and for some reason, Scott Lobdell came back for these issues. Yeah, I have never heard an explanation for this. If I meet Will Pfeiffer, I'm going to ask him, like, why in the world did you have the writer of the previous line come in to help you with these issues? I mean, were you that scared to deal with Superboy? And, of course, Tom King. With artwork by Kenneth Rockford, Alyssa Borges, Wes St. Clair, Filippo Tuami, Richin, Ian Churchill, Pablo Pachita, and Noel Rodriguez. This storyline pretty much, for a lot of people, including myself, was pretty much the low point of this entire Teen Titans run. After a pretty good start, and then this storyline happens when they bring back Superboy. First time since he currently left in the future, and then he comes back to the Arvidsson here. And also, Bart Tor is here in the present and asks for why he's here. Never explained. Heck, even when he goes back to the future, it's never explained why in the way he left less in the future. Yeah, and also, the way they form a Elite is so bizarre. The Elite is formed, the members are, because Wonder Girl apparently, yeah. Oh yeah, this is the storyline that apparently goes, it spins its wheels. By having Tim Drake and Wonder Girl say the same exact dialogue almost the entire storyline. Here's Tim Drake's dialogue. Superboy's our friend. Wonder Girl's dialogue. Superboy's a murderer. And that's the crux of the storyline. Is having Wonder Girl and Red Robin pretty much treat the same dialogue for almost this entire storyline. It's like they can't get over this little fact. I mean, yeah, he killed Dorlands. Oh yeah, and by the way, is that ever resolved by the time the storyline ends? No, because Superboy gets thrown away. Yeah. In the second to last issue of the storyline, oh yeah, Dr. Psycho shows up in here. You barely recognize him. Yeah, he shows up in here. Apparently, he manipulates everything, including seeing Harvest of all people. Yeah, Harvest makes a reappearance, which that was shocking. And this is by far the lowest point. And it's no wonder Will Pfeiffer left the book because I still feel as though this storyline was rushed. Really rushed. And it ends with the character Alpha Centaurian showing up, saying the Teen Titans all under arrest. I'm like, seriously? Lucky enough, I have the other trade on the order, so I'll be able to finish up reviewing this thing. But yeah, low point. Very low point. Possibly by far, I mean, either you do kind of like the Scott Lobdell run, and if you like the Will Pfeiffer run, boy, once you get here, it's kind of like, really? You bring back Scott Lobdell, even though he already left the series because he swapped books with, he was previously on Red Hood and the Outlaws, and he decided to swap books with Scott Lobdell with Teen Titans. And he apparently couldn't stay away. Nope, Scott Lobdell just could not stay away. What the heck does Tom King write in here? I think he writes the annual. Yeah, I think so. I think he writes the annual. Oh yeah, and also for some strange reason, yeah, and it's never explained of why in the world he went after him in the first place. Yeah, for some reason, I have no idea why in the world that Ian Lobdell will Pfeiffer that have a good idea. So they have Martian Manhunter go after Superboy because he killed a bunch of people. Sure enough, they're all Duralans. And heck, the group let's get a new member, Doraland, who leaves, by the way, in the next story arc. And it's kind of like, wow, man, we really rushed through this particular thing. Yeah, I don't know why in the world that that Will Pfeiffer thought we gotta do to rush to this whole story. Because that's the way it feels. It's kind of like it's got a good start to it, and then like right after they get past the preview for Convergence, it's kind of like, man, the storyline goes completely downhill. Because it's at that point, Wonder Girl and Tim Drake are pretty much repeating the same exact dialogue, and it's kind of like, can we please let the story move forward? Yeah, we know he's your friend, and we know he's a murderer. We know that. Stop reminding us every few pages. It's so freaking stupid. Yeah, that's one of the dumbest things about the storyline. I mean, what am I going to give this? I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. It's got good artwork, I praise it for that, but the storyline, wow. It's bad. It's really bad. Yeah, though it has a good start to it, got to praise it for that. And at least got to praise it for bringing back Superboy, of all people. And of course, I almost forgot about the other trade. That was one of the issues, the John Lane Kent Superboy. Yeah, this one, where he's the son of Superman and Lois Lane from a different timeline. In case you're wondering, is this ever revealed? By the time they finally kill him off page of Superboy. Nope, they never resolved this at all. There's people in comic frontline refused to call it the Superboy book, which featured John Lane Kent in the book. They refused to call it Superboy. Like, they call it John Lane Kent number 26. Yeah, they actually did this because, well, they refused to call it by its actual name. No idea why. Well, because they're big fans of the Connor Kent Superboy, and they don't believe that John Lane Kent even acts like the proper Superboy. Yeah, and also, I gotta show up the guy's costume. His costume reminds me of Superboy's second costume he had in the late 90s. I'm trying to find it here. Here he is. I mean, those of you who read the first Superboy featuring Connor Kent, does that look like his one of his costumes he actually wore in the late 90s? Yeah, it kind of looks like it. And yet, this guy took over as Super... Yeah, and for some reason, this is very bizarre, though, about this particular thing. Apparently, Superboy got beat up by this guy, and he got somehow sent to the present, and Superboy said in the future for some reason. Yeah, it was a confusing ending. And then pretty much by the next arc, like, oh, you're back in the present for some reason. Oh yeah, and also in the Teen Titans Annual, it was revealed that Superboy became the Herald of Oracle. Yeah, it's not like the regular Oracle; it's different Oracle. Yeah, but that's the way that is. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is episode number 634, and Doubleshot number 634 and Doubleshot number 538. Okay? But until I see you all in the next episode, bye.